Why do you think they're removing people like me? People like Russell Brand, people like... And wait, I know, the notorious misogynist who today somehow is more legal to talk about than Osama bin Laden. Just wait. Before you assume and scroll, I haven't even said who I agree with. I haven't even said if I like those people. I'm making a very important point. And I'd recommend each and every one of you listens to this to the end. You don't have to agree with me on anything. But ask yourself, why for the first time in history, the mere mentioning of a name of a person has been banned? Hitler, allowed. Osama bin Laden, allowed. Every one of the world's history's most notorious war criminals ever, allowed. And banned. Again, doesn't matter whether you agree with him or not. Just listen, bear with me, I'm almost there. So, clearly, this isn't anymore about protecting audiences from supposedly damaging information or hate speech or anything like that. So the question to ask is, why do you think they're actively cracking down on censoring certain individuals online? And I'll tell you why. It's called the controlling of information. You will only hear about what they want you to hear. So that's not separating good from bad, because then they wouldn't be teaching about war criminals as part of the curriculum. There's a lot of good you're allowed to hear, but there's a lot of good you're not allowed to hear. There's also equally a lot of bad that you are allowed to hear, and also lots of bad you're not allowed to hear. So what's happening is, the only content you'll be able to see is that what they want you to see. So the controlling of what the majorities are exposed to, coupled with the mainstream media who propagates what they want you to see, and now in latest news, the online safety bill being put in place. So now, my question to you guys is, all of you, my viewers, of even if it's just this one video, we may have totally different viewpoints on everything I speak about. Can we at least agree that it is simply incorrect to live in a society where free speech does not exist, and in fact observe that what's actually happening is you're being manipulated into thinking there's free speech, when in reality all the speech they don't want you hearing is simply being removed behind the scenes, so you don't even know it exists. Now, only recently things are coming to light because justice and truth is the loudest it has ever been, thanks to people like me who battle censorship on a daily basis. But how corrupt is it to observe that the only information allowed to surface is the one that fits perfectly with the agenda of those who sit on society's hierarchy's most highest pedestal? Misinformation, hate speech, all this shit, all these imaginary reasons for removing those whose message does not align with the direction they want the world to take, which is to weaken you, tire you out whilst keeping you full, keep you satisfied with the bare minimum, keep you silent, keep you slaving, so that they can control you. Just like this video, it's days, possibly hours, maybe even minutes, unnumbered. It will definitely get removed. And another example, by the way, Rishi Sunak has been all over the news the last few days. He scrapped A-levels, he's banning cigarettes, he did this press conference, that press conference, this election. I don't even know everything, I just see his face wherever I turn. And whilst all of that was being shoved down our throats by the mainstream media, perhaps it's worth considering it's also a tactically timed distraction to stop you from hearing about how Sunak, just a few days ago, refused to show his WhatsApp messages from during lockdown while he was Chancellor. Yep, that's true, but you didn't hear about that, did you? I'll tell you why you didn't hear about it. Because they didn't want you to hear about it. Why didn't they want you to hear about it? Because it would discredit them and their reputation and therefore damage their agenda. Because the truth is that while they were telling you that covering your face with a carcinogenic piece of cloth and injecting an untested poisonous liquid into your arm 3 times would prevent you from a 99% survival rate virus, he was probably out somewhere doing degenerate shit, getting drunk, partying and working out how he's going to surgery his ears to the side of his head because all the clinics were closed. Did you know that the Nazis used the same technique? You won't hear about that either. Yeah, they control that from you as well. Everything that didn't immaculately align with the agenda they had behind their propaganda, which is old-fashioned content creation, by the way, was removed or reported. That was fascism. This is still fascism. Modern fascism. We are living in it, and you must wake up to it.